Type conversions. Very often functions that we call implicitly convert the values we pass them to particular type. For instance, alert function will try to convert a value you provide it with to a string. Mathematical operators will try to convert its values to numbers, and so on. Sometimes, though, we need to perform a conversion explicitly. Let's look into a couple ways to do that. String conversion. String conversion happens when we need to represent something as a string. To perform it, we simply can use a string function. Let's look at an example here. I'm going to create a variable here, and I'm gonna put a number 10 inside of it, and then I will alert a converted version of that variable. Save, refresh. The output is 10, but however, we are not sure whether this is a number or a string. Let's say OK, and I'm gonna go back and use the operator we are already familiar with, the type of operator. Save, go back, refresh. The value is a string. Numeric conversions. Implicitly, those happen in mathematical functions and expressions. For example, during the multiplication operation. Let's look at an example. I'm going to alert a string 2 times number 3. And I'm also going to use the type of operator to explicitly find out what type is the return value of this operation. Save, go back and refresh. Not a number, that's weird. Go back. Let's use brackets over here. This will tell JavaScript, hey, I'm going to use type of operator explicitly on the result of this expression. Before it was looking at the number 2 inside of the brackets there. So let's save this, refresh. The result of the operation is a number. Okay, great. Number conversions are often useful when we try to get a number from string inputs. When string cannot be converted to a number, the result will be a not a number value. It's a special value in JavaScript. Let's look at an example. I'm going to use a number function. This is a function that will explicitly try to convert its value into a number. And I'm going to put a string with letters in there, just random letters. Save, go back to the browser, refresh. The result is not a number. There are a few number conversion rules that you will just need to remember. For example, undefined in JavaScript, when you try to convert it to a number, will return not a number. Null, when converted to a number, will return 0. And Boolean types, true or false, when converted to a number, will return 0 or 1. In the case if the string is empty, the result of the conversion will be 0. Otherwise, if string is not empty, JavaScript will try to read numbers from it. In the case of an error, it will return not a number. Logical conversion. This type of conversion is the simplest. This happens in context of logical operators, but can also be done with the function Boolean. The rules of a conversion are pretty simple. Values that are intuitively empty, like 0, null, undefined, convert to false. Everything else converts to true. Let's look at a couple of examples here. I'm going to say alert, Boolean 0, Boolean 1, null, and undefined. Save, go back to the browser, refresh. False, that's our 0. That's our 1. null converts to false, and undefined. Great.